EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And here's Jones again on second down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Play action this time with Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. A check down here to Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Nifty move. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Gets by him at the 25, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 7-yard line.
To throw on second down, Kendrick. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
To throw on third down, Kendrick. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
No gain on the play there, second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Kendrick. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lux with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Packers nothing.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Gets around him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And room there to work it inside the 25. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Second and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake. Kendrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love now. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second and a long way to go. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Johnson running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Johnson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Off play action. Kendrick. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Off the play fake. Kendrick. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Love now to pass on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Johnson again on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And Lutz's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Johnson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Off play action. Kendrick. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. They go back to the ground with Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. Where we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The busy night continues for Johnson.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing. Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Off the play fake. Kendrick. Oh, he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, Love. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. That one whistled against David Bakhtiari. Here's Love. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Love's throw pulled in by Schwartz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 37-yard line.
To the air again, Love. Eluding the pressure right. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Love. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Love. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The 71 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side.